In the journey of life, we often dedicate ourselves so fully to one path that we forget to see the bigger picture. This is the story of Ethan, a young worker who, over time, learned a valuable lesson about balance. Ethan was a hard-working young man who had been working in a factory since he was 18. He started his career as an apprentice, eager to learn everything he could about the factory's operations. Under the guidance of his mentor, an experienced technician named Mr. Anderson, he learned the importance of speaking less, doing more, and constantly improving his skills. Mr. Anderson taught him to master every aspect of the operation, from the simplest to the most complex. In the early years, Ethan devoted himself tirelessly to his work. He arrived before everyone else, reviewed the previous day's tasks, and made sure to always be available to help his colleagues. His hard work didn't go unnoticed, and he quickly earned the trust of his supervisors, though without formal recognition. As the years passed, Ethan began to notice something troubling. While he remained focused on his work, his teammates, some with less experience, started getting promoted. He saw others being recognized for ideas and initiatives he also had but kept to himself, believing that his work would speak for itself. This started to stir unease within him. One day, after yet another promotion he didn't receive, Ethan decided to visit his now retired mentor, Mr. Anderson, to seek advice. With a heavy heart, he poured out his frustration. "Mr. Anderson, I've followed your advice to the letter all these years. I've done my work with dedication and diligence, always quietly focused on what needed to be done. But it seems like everyone else is moving forward except me. I don't understand why, after so much time and effort, I'm still stuck in the same place." Mr. Anderson listened carefully, reflecting on Ethan's words. Then he offered unexpected advice. "Ethan, you need to take a day off. Give yourself a break." Ethan was surprised by this suggestion, as he had never considered taking time for himself, but he decided to follow the advice. That day, he took a rare day off, spending it relaxing and reflecting on his life and choices, far from the routine of the factory. When Ethan returned to work, he was called into the manager's office. Worried about what might happen, he braced himself for the meeting. The manager explained that the factory had faced multiple issues during his absence, problems only Ethan knew how to solve. His absence made it clear how indispensable he was, and because of this, he was promoted to senior technician with a significant raise. Ethan felt grateful for the recognition and thought to himself, "This must be the secret to being valued." From then on, whenever he felt his work wasn't being properly acknowledged, he took a day off, ensuring his absence would be felt and his value recognized. For a time, this strategy worked, and Ethan's status in the company grew. However, as the months went by, something changed. Ethan started taking days off more frequently, believing he deserved even more. His strategy for success turned into a trap, making him think his absence was the only way to be valued. One day, when Ethan tried to enter the factory, he was shocked to find his access blocked. Desperate, he sought answers and discovered that his position had been terminated. The factory had decided to replace him with someone more present and dependable. Heartbroken, Ethan returned to Mr. Anderson, trying to understand where he had gone wrong. With wounded pride, he asked, "Why did I lose my job? Didn't I follow all your advice?" Mr. Anderson, with a compassionate look, replied, "Ethan, you only heard half of the lesson. You learned that a light bulb that's always on might be ignored, but you forgot that a light bulb that goes out too often will eventually be replaced. The true secret to success lies in balance, being indispensable but also consistent and reliable." Ethan finally understood. He realized he had become complacent and that his desire for recognition had distorted the true value of his work. He had forgotten the importance of being consistent, of continuing to grow and contribute, even when recognition didn't come immediately. Life teaches us precious lessons, and one of the most important is to value what we have and find balance in everything we do. Don't wait to lose something to appreciate it. Be grateful for what you have today, keep doing your best, and never let yourself be taken for granted, but also never stop evolving. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when we release more videos.